Hello everybody and welcome to A Good Death, a Skyrim Permadeath series where the difficulty is always legendary, and new starts are always randomly rolled, keeping the gameplay fresh from character to character. If this sounds awesome to you, well that's because it is, and you should hit the like and subscribe button because I do this every week. Every Saturday in fact at 6 p.m. UTC, which is 11 a.m. my time, and who knows what the hell time it is your time. So I'll leave you to do the conversion on your own. But yeah, click the buttons, will you? Come hang out. It's a good time. What else are you going to do on a Saturday anyway? Am I right? Magus, what's up, man? Looks like Nexus is down. Yeah, I was actually using it last night. I'm trying to get a Fallout 4 Wabbajack set up. And I was able to do that successfully. It's working great for me, but yeah, wee hours of the morning, maybe somewhere around midnight, 1 a.m., it was working fine. My time anyway, that would be 3 hours later, your time. So it was up recently. I don't think it's an extended outage, so probably should be up again soon, I'm guessing. My guess anyway. So the 8-ball in the chat says that Bratwurst is going to get flushed today. I don't know. We'll have to try to prove the bot wrong, which isn't always hard to do. Bots are kind of stupid sometimes. Okay, so what did we do last episode? Well, we kind of just meandered about, piss-farted around, you know, as Bratwurst does. We were helping people in need of help. We were killing people in need of killing, as a knight does. Let's see, I think we took on a fair amount of combat here too. We came from Whiterun Hold and we made the journey over here to the Rift, where there is a silver hand layer here at Faldar's Tooth, where we're supposed to try to find some of their plans for Ayla. Got a little sidetracked. Did a bounty, I think was over here at the ruins of Bethalft. I think the Imperial camp over here pretty much took care of all of those guys for us. We didn't really have much to do, but we got paid for it. We helped the orcs over here at Largishbur take on the giant. Again, we kind of just provided DPS support and fought off some of the spiders that were trying to join the fray. Sure, that helped a little bit, but again, we survived that, and then we came over here to Iverstead, where we were looking for I don't know, Wylandria's like dwarven spoon or something like that, and then was tipped off about this ghost at Shroudhearth Barrow. It turns out it was just some wood elf named Windelius who concocted a crazy kind of potion that makes him look like a ghost, and he was just using it to keep people out of his barrow, I guess, while he looked for the secret, which we found instantly in the form of a word wall. Still don't have any dragon souls, so you know, those word walls are kind of useless at the moment until we can survive a dragon encounter. But we also did Treva's Watch, and this was quite a tense dungeon dive here. It was a very long and winding dungeon with lots and lots of enemies, including 2 bandit chiefs. We did get overwhelmed at one point and had to lead them back to Steleo and his bodyguards to help, where they wiped out both of his bodyguards, but luckily that was all the help we needed. We were able to clear out the rest of the place on our own. So mission accomplished there. Now today, we are going to be taking on Faldar's Tooth, which was the whole reason we came out here to the Rift. Now this place is going to be filled with Silver Hand, which as a werewolf, they're going to be rough because they all wield those silver weapons, and those silver weapons are going to do more damage against us as a werewolf. Oh, let's see. Good afternoon. Let's go. Day 6. Yeah. How's it going there, Mr. Leandro? Glad to see you back. Just booted the game up and got the notification. Guess I'll be playing and watching the stream. Not a problem at all. I do most of my stream watching as background watching while I work or play or work on something else game related, or you know. So not a problem at all. Glad to have you aboard. So yeah, Faldar's Tooth. I think this is the place where they they have like some wolves that they have penned up, and they will release the wolves on you as they pepper you from arrows up above on the fortifications. And then you have to kind of wind your way through the fort inside and out. And as I said before, Silverhand, especially with those silver crossbows, those bolts, man, those are gonna hurt, and the silver swords. But yeah, that's what it's all about, is these dangerous encounters in Permadeath. But I think so far Bratwurst has been up to the task. We're not going to have the benefit of Ayla or Farkas with us this time, so it's going to be a little tougher with just Eric and Bratwurst here. But like I said, he's been up to the challenge so far, so perhaps he shall make it through this one. I did also change out the gear on him a little bit, and Eric. Let's see, the heroic Stormcloak stuff we found in Treva's Watch. And it offers more protection than the Iron Hand armor that we were wearing before. We're still wearing the Iron Hand gauntlets, even though I think I have or had some gauntlets that offer better protection. This one provides 15% more damage with two-handed weapons, which I don't want to lose. But I gave Eric some hand-me-downs here. He's all in on the wolf armor stuff and the Skyforged steel sword. He also does have a shield and a Morning Star that he will use if he decides that he needs the added protection of a shield. But okay, I think that's it for the intro. Let's go ahead and get started. Wow, it's a beautiful morning in the Rift. Look at that, all the aspen, the sun gleaming off the water. Loving it. Looks like we got a farm over here too. We'll go ahead and see if anybody here needs any help. I think there is a gentleman over here that has lost his bow and is feeling a little isolated out here outside the city walls, and is not thinking that the guard are providing enough protection, so...
Who in the name of Azura are you?
I'm Bratwurst, the Brown Hand. And, well, if you haven't met me before, become very familiar with my stench, because I'm here to help and to leave brown marks all over your ground. I heard you've had trouble with thieves?
Are you kidding me? We're all alone out here, except for a few guards who couldn't give a damn about us. We make easy pickings for thieves looking to steal everything we worked so hard for. Not only did they take my bow, but they took all of our coin as well. Nothing's sacred to these people.
Well, alright, I must be the yin to their yang here, so maybe I can help you out. What happened to the bow?
A few days ago, some thieves from Riften broke in here and stole it. Can you imagine? Took the only thing of value we had. If you have the guts to head into the Ratway and get my bow back, I'll pay you what I can.
The Ratway, huh? Alright, well, I'll see what I can do.
Thanks. It'll be nice to have it back. Means a lot to me. The Ratway is somewhere under Riften. Shouldn't be too tough to find.
Yeah, we'll see about that. So how is everybody doing out there? Let's see, Magus, I think I saw on Discord that you were going to do sort of a light LE load order. That should be interesting.
Everything I hate about Skyrim. They're tearing the place apart.
Odin and Valkyrie, you think? I imagine that's what you're trying to use Nexus for right now, huh? I've been thinking about spinning up an LE load order myself, just because I want to dip my toe into Requiem a little bit. I've never actually played it. I've seen people playing it on YouTube and Twitch, and it looks very interesting. Sort of a new and novel Skyrim experience, something that I'm not used to. But I don't want to mess with my current load order at all. I don't want to mess with my SE install, so LE being a separate SKU, a completely separate install, would be the way to go on that, I think. Why is this fox hostile? At least he's not attacking. Mercenary warrior, eh? Get a little framey here. Not too bad. Still running at 60. Every time it just loads in more. More items from the cell, it gets a little wonky. Alright, let's get Eric buffed up here.
Take on all of Skyrim.
Tedious but fun, huh? When Nexus decides to fix their site. Valkyrie, but possibly Perma. Okay. What's going on with this guy? Let's see if we can hit him with some Discord here. That beam is going to get in the way, I'm sure of it, but I think Discord has a area of effect over there.
I'm warning you.
Silver hand with an actual bow, huh? Alright, looks like he's
I can take you. Give him the dogs, boys.
engaged. Yeah, give us the dogs. Because that is going to do a whole lot of nothing.
Just a scratch.
It'll be so much easier to rob when you're dead. Damn you.
Don't want to charge in too gung-ho here. Just because this looks like a bit of a gauntlet here. Perfect for an ambush. Yeah, there are all kinds of archers up here. Let's get out of here. Good morning, the wind. Glad to see ya. You're having a good weekend so far.
What was that? Time to end this little game. Don't cry now, huh?
Oh man, she is tough.
You're as good as dead.
Yes, Eric, please help.
Open.
Oh, nice shot.
That's the best you can do. You're a
Okay. Alright, that was really tough for a first encounter. Eric, swinging that invisible weapon there. I like it, I think. I don't know. Alright, lots of stuff here that we can sell off. The silver hand stuff is actually pretty valuable. Let's unsheath and sheath and see if that helps. There it is. Swinging his invisible weapon. I feel like that's a euphemism for something, but doesn't quite fit. Currently playing with the whole vanilla plus pack from Anai. Valkyrie, Morningstar, Evenstar, probably Odin in there somewhere too, yeah. I'm not as into the whole vanilla plus thing. I like the freedom and the expanded gameplay styles and build types you get from Ordinator in the major overhauls. But the vanilla plus stuff is really well done. Okay. One shot from a firebolt and we're dead.
I swear I'll kill you.
I don't know if I've ever seen a caster silver hand. Well, there goes our brown knight. God damn it. One shot from a single firebolt is all it took. She was squirrely. She was moving fast in all that armor, wasn't she? Oh no, indeed. Man, I really liked Bratwurst. Now I'm like trying to think of what I possibly did wrong. I mean, one shot from a firebolt, there's not really much you can do with that, right? I dodged my way in, but by the time I got to where she was in a completely different spot. I guess I could have dodged again right away if my reflexes were something approaching superhuman. I mean, for a guy my age, my reflexes are actually pretty damn good. I think reacting to that would be right on the borderline, if not completely outside of, you know, human capability. Well, shit. Thanks for the stream, everybody. Have a good one. I'm kidding. I leave for 1 second. Yeah, I know. You missed it. Got hit with one fireball. Or one, not even a fireball, a firebolt. Which is an apprentice level fire spell. We are weaker to fire, which is 10% weaker to fire. Which I thought might come into play at some point when I took that birth sign. And lo and behold, it did. I don't know if I didn't have that, if it still would have been insta-death. I mean, the only other thing I could have done was help Eric with take on that other guy that he was fighting, but I was kind of afraid that I was going to get flanked by that guy, you know? Okay, well, 8-Ball, you're a son of a bitch. 8-Ball called it. The bot called it. Okay, dropped frames, got a few, but very few, very few. Okay, hope that stays up. Okay, well, let's roll a new guy, huh? So first we are rolling for race. If we get Nord again, we'll go ahead and just re-roll. Orc? Redguard? Ooh, Redguard. Redguards are actually one of my favorites. I really like Redguard, so, yeah. Already liking this. Okay, now our class. Redguard... Barbarian. Okay, we already did a Barbarian. Redguard Barbarian would be a little different than an Altmer Barbarian, but let's see. We are 2 characters removed from Barbarian. Let's see if we can get something new. Let's do something new here. Healer? Redguard Healer. Oh no, a knight. We just did knight. One more time, one more time. We need some variety here. Scout? Okay, we can do Scout. Okay, Redguard Scout. Let's go ahead and update the overlay here. Here we go. This is interesting. I haven't played a Scout in a long time. So yeah, one of the things that Ordinator does is it will give certain perks to enemies right out of the box. So like the basic mastery perks and everything. So if that enemy had a really high level destruction skill, those firebolts are going to hurt a lot because in Ordinator, damage does scale with skill level, where it doesn't in vanilla and it doesn't in Valkyrie either. So Ordinator mage enemies can be really tough, even with basic spells. So I'm thinking that's what's going on there, is I just had a really buff mage enemy that, you know, I just wasn't high enough level for, and that's just the end-all be-all of it. I could have waited for Eric to tank, I think would have been the right answer there. But with the loadout that I'm using, the mod list, I can't see the level of my enemies, and I kind of like it that way. It's a little more immersive for me not to know what I'm getting into. It kind of makes me... It forces me to prepare for the worst. It's a little more realistic that way too, and helps me get into the head of my character in terms of roleplay, because it makes me take combat encounters way more seriously than I would otherwise. That's my thought process there anyway. Okay, we got one more spin here for Birth Sign. So we got a Red Guard Scout born under the sign of the Thief or Lover? The Lover. Alright, I have no idea what that means yet. So let's take a look at our class. Oblivion classes here is what we're using. Let's take a look at the Scout. The Scout, preferring the rolling countryside to the city life. They're gifted with the ability to evade, guard, and protect themselves with great proficiency. Scouts rely on stealth to survey routes and opponents. Using ranged weapons, I think this is actually outdated, and skirmish tactics when forced to fight. By contrast with barbarians in combat, scouts tend to be cautious and methodical rather than impulsive. Our attribute spread is going to be the same as it was for, well, no, not the same as it was for the knight, the same as it is for my acrobat, which I'm playing off stream right now. So 2 health, 3 stamina. We're going to get a plus 20 to health through classic classes and birth signs. And our passive ability for this class is nimble, so we get 10% bonus movement. I'm thinking that's movement speed. It's got to be. There's no other movement buff you can have. And then our skills, our major skills here that we're going to be using is Alchemy, Block, Light Armor, One-Handed, Smithing, and Sneak. Okay. So right off the bat here, we're going to have a huge advantage using Alchemy and Smithing. We're going to be able to really upgrade our gear and buff ourselves up a lot. It's going to be mitigated by our low levels early on. But yeah, once we're able to, we can even do some alchemy loops here with Smithing and Alchemy and really buff ourselves up a lot. So that's good. The downside to this is that I'm going to have to stop to pick up a lot of alchemy ingredients, which I was doing with the Breton battle mage that I had not too long ago, and I don't remember what his name was now. I feel terrible. Rodon was his name. Okay, now we're going to need Red Guard name generator. Ooh, Razel. That's going to be his name. I think that's a cool name. We'll go with Razel. Okay. Oh, and I need to roll for preset here too. So I'm going to hit the generate button once, and our preset is going to be 6. So we'll remember that here. Okay, let's boot her up. Razel. Man, I had some good times with Bratwurst there, huh? Bummer. So what's everybody been playing? I think, let's see, Magus is always playing Skyrim. Rarely plays anything else. Getting that LE Vanilla Plus load order up and running. Although Primus Maximus is not Vanilla Plus. That's a complete overhaul, in my opinion. Efferson? Leandro. You were just getting ready to boot up Skyrim, so I guess you're playing Skyrim. I've been playing Skyrim. I'm actually still working hard on my next build guide. This is going to be the Oblivion Acrobat. He is about level 40 now. I've gotten about 55 hours into his play. This build guide is going to be a little more narrowly focused because the Acrobat has no magic ability whatsoever. So it's going to be mostly, you know, gameplay and mod oriented in order to enable that Oblivion Acrobat playstyle. Still not 100% sure what I'll be doing as far as the overhaul. I've got some other IRL stuff going on, so it's literally streaming and that. Okay. Yeah, I've also been playing some Cyberpunk. I got back into Cyberpunk 2077. And now that I know what to expect from that game, I've been really enjoying the hell out of it. It's super immersive. Not quite as immersive as a Bethesda game studio game. But still very immersive. The graphics are wonderful, amazing. And now that they got all the perks fixed and a lot of the gameplay bugs ironed out, the character building, the like builds and you know, just being able to build up your character in a unique way for a unique playstyle is working really well. There's a very wide gamut of things that you can do in that game and ways that you can play, so I've been really enjoying that. I've also just got my Magnum Opus Wabbajack installed for Fallout 4, so I'm looking forward to exploring some of that as well. Toying with the idea of maybe doing some random streams of other games now and then, but I kind of want to stay focused on Skyrim and my next build guide. That was a huge boost to the channel, and I enjoyed doing it. It just takes forever, you know. So look forward to that. Let's see. What am I doing? Core settings. Pretty much just random everything. Don't want to do time delay. Always going to do level delay on dragons. Dragon souls will be random just so, you know, we may or may not be dragonborn. I like that option a lot. Yep, playing Skyrim. Got the last achievement last weekend with my Nightblade. Oh, nice. So now I'm alternating between 3 more simple characters just to relax. Sweet. Yeah, I still have a few achievements left on Skyrim Special Edition on PC. Just a couple, and I'm I'm kind of looking forward to getting those complete. But I do have the Platinum Trophy on the PlayStation 3 version, the Platinum Trophy on the PS4 SE version, and I am going to be buying the Anniversary Edition for PlayStation 5 to get the Platinum Trophy there again. I just can't help myself. Love this game and all its shapes and sizes and forms. Okay, so everything's just random here. Let's see, classic classes and birth signs going to take care of. It's alive. Okay, stream is active. Chat is reconnected. All right, I'm getting live feedback on the YouTube channel, so we should be good to go here. I see you. Okay, good. Good. All right, so back at it. Here we go. Hopefully I didn't break anything in the game here. Okay, so we are a red guard. Boom. Wow. I kind of like the chops and the hair on that one. But we are preset 6, so let's not fall in love with this guy. I see you, I hear you. Good, good. Yes, the Brown Knight died, unfortunately. He took one fireball, or not one fireball, one fire bolt, and he was sizzled. He fried. I think the silver hand that we were fighting were just too high level for us, which is what I was kind of afraid of. All right. So now we have a Redguard Scout under the Lover birth sign. Let's see. Actually, I don't mind this hair. This is our guy. This is Rozelle. Let's see where it spits us out here. We are back indeed. Back and better than ever. Not a single dropped frame so far after dropping all of the frames. Thanks for bearing with me, everybody. Oh, is this the Horker camp? Or is this somewhere else? Oh, we got to randomly roll for religion here too. Let's see, how many choices do we have here? Adventure has begun. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's go back to our random number generator here. Maximum of 6. And we will generate 3. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Satakal. Satakal, the world skin, is the god of everything, who creates and eats new worlds over and over. A follower of Satakal improves the blessings of other deities. Interesting, so we'll be getting blessings from shrines as much as we can. Fulfill your destiny by saving Tamriel. Strive to raise your health. Absorb dragon souls. Okay, so this might be a little gimped if we are indeed not Dragonborn, which is a possibility with Skyrim Unbound. You can't see your nose? I can't see my nose. Interesting. I think Hoster might be drunk. Lurking for a bit. Okay, that's fine, the wind. We shall feel your presence, even if you're not actively participating in chat. Too much snow. Okay, so you're not drunk. You might be drunk, but that's not the reason why you can't see your nose. It's because of the blizzard. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting challenge. If we are indeed on the Sea of Ghosts up here, that means there could be ice wolves. I don't know if there's going to be saber cats at level 1. Could be bears. Mostly just wolves. But if we can't see them, it's going to be really hard to fight. So we might have a little bit of a survival crisis at the beginning of this game here. So yeah, we'll go ahead and accept this. This is randomly rolled. Hopefully we are Dragonborn and can pursue the main quest. If not making snarky comments. Yep, we'll see. We'll see about that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get prey added. And we might be doing some hunter boarding and stuff like that if we're a scout. Getting the pelts and stuff would be great, especially, you know, alchemy and smithing really lends itself to hunter-born. So we'll probably be doing some of that. The problem is we are a melee class, so we're going to have to be able to take on our prey in a melee situation, close quarters combat, because we don't know how to use a bow. As funny as that is to say for somebody as a scout. Hey, Tom. Welcome. I feel like it's been a while since we saw you. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so let's go ahead and pray. We'll have to get our favorites menu and our hotkeys and everything all set up. I'm going to try to avoid looking at the map just to see if I can figure out where we are through context clues. Are we outside of Dawnstar? It's going to be really hard to see anything. It looks like there's some kind of structure here right behind me. But I can't tell what the hell that is. Hopefully there are no enemies or anything. There definitely seems to be like a right angle on a wall or something up above there. This doesn't look like the Horker camp because I see no Horkers. Throw some instincts down to see if there's any dead bodies or any movement. I don't see anything glowing. Alright, well. Let's go ahead and get our favorites set up. We're gonna... Edge Mage armor is light armor. It is not quite better than what we're wearing, but we'll see, we'll see. It does look kind of scouty, doesn't it? I do like the built-in bra, even on male characters. We'll go ahead and do that. Right now, the regular leather stuff is higher quality, but yeah, crap. I feel like I kind of have to take the best of what I can get. We do have some food and some wine. Do a quick save here. Okay, just some housekeeping here. It has been a few weeks, huh? I thought so. Let's see. Viking. Is it historic? Yeah, historical weapons. That's where all these books come from. So I'm gonna put them right back in here. All these crafting manuals, which we may need at some point, but I can just add them back in whenever, right? Okay. So let's get our class set up now. Through classic classes and birth signs reimagined. We're going to do a classic class. Let's see, is this combat or stealth? I think this might be stealth. No, it's combat. The Scout. Scouts rely on stealth to survey routes and opponents using skirmish tactics when forced to fight. By contrast with barbarians and combat scouts tend to be cautious and methodical rather than impulsive. And notice it doesn't mention the ranged fighting here. So we're going to be using a lot of like guerrilla warfare and things like that, I think. So we're going to be using block, one-handed, smithing, alchemy, light armor, sneak, and we have a 10% boost to our movement speed. We will confirm. And our birth sign, we said, was the Lover. And I don't know how that's categorized. That must be thief signs, huh? Yep. The Lover season is Sun's dawn. Those born under the sign of the Lover are graceful and passionate and have a strong sense of romance. As a result, they are often prolific bards and poets. Those born under the sign of the Lover have the Lover's protection and take 10% less physical damage. That's going to be great. Do you wish to be born under the sign of the Lover? Yes. 10% physical damage reduction is actually quite good, especially early game here. Okay, so I think we're all set up except for our hotkeys. Dun, dun, dun. Gamepad plus plus. Bear with me here. Okay, so our sword was 1. Melee weapon. Shield is 2. And that is going to be... shield. Single press down is going to be 3. And that is going to be our health potion. Alright, I think we are ready to rock, huh? Gonna do a quick hard save here as our maiden voyage save. Roselle. Alright, so we get a nice little boost to all our major skills here. One-handed at 35, light armor at 35, sneak at 25. Just because red guards are not particularly inherently skilled at sneak. Alchemy at 25, same story there. Smithing's 30, block is 30. Yeah, our main thing is going to be one-handed and light armor, but block not far behind, excuse me. Alright, where the hell are we? What time is it? It is 3:36 in the morning. Cheese and rice. Alright, let's shoot, I have no bedding or anything. Well, we're gonna be tired by the time we make it anywhere, so let's try to wait out the storm here. Try to wait until around dawn. It should be at least a little easier to see, maybe. Not quite. Cannot wait while enemies are nearby. Great. We do actually have something already found over here. What is this? Oh, this isn't where that damn saber cat is it? I think it is. Is this Ravenscar Hollow? I think it might be. Can't wait when enemies are nearby. Just gonna try to wait out the storm here. Man, if this thing spawns me right in front of a saber cat, we'll have to run out into the ocean and hope there's no slaughterfish over there. This might be Broken Ore Grotto or Ravenscar Hollow. How are we doing on our needs here? Not tired, not hungry. That's all good. Oh, and what did we get? Oh, we got the lover, the sign of the lover, and we were born under the, or we randomly have the lover standing stone as well. So that's actually really good. The consumption of a wide variety of food. Oh, here we go. Cheat death when slain, returning to life with full health with a 15-minute cooldown. This is permadeath gold right here. This is amazing. Although our Imperial agent, Valeric, also had this, and it did not save him from a snowy saber cat. So there's that. Tenacity, magic and stamina regenerate 100% faster based on missing health. I think that is a red guard thing. Dust Storm, killing people increases attack damage and critical strike damage and reduces spell costs by 30%. We're not a spellcaster, but increased attack damage and critical strike damage is very good. improved health. Health is hardened, battle hardened by 20%. This is from classic classes and birth signs for being a combat class. Nimble also is our passive from the scout class through that same mod. Lover's protection, take 10% less physical damage, is from the birth sign, the lover. Nomadic heritage, Redguard blood grants 50% resist disease. When not in combat, you have unlimited stamina. Okay, good. So I can sprint everywhere. The Lover's Stone periodically gives you a random enchanted weapon or armor. That might be useful now that we are using weapons and armor. Tenacity. Magic and stamina regenerate up to 100% faster. Follower of Satikal. Lover's Stone. Revival. Varied diet is good. Wellness is good. World Egg. Shrine blessings from other gods are 22% more effective and last 22% longer. Interesting, interesting. 2 Litter J, the 20-year-old douchebag. Hey. What's up, Mr. J? Or I could call you douche. Or I could call you 2 liter. Sans Paparius. Looks like Russian to me. Okay, let's see here. Let's keep it English only. Is there a mod in the chat here? I think we got to keep it English only just because we need to be able... We need to know what's being said. Just to keep it civil, you know? Nothing against that other language, but... Thank you, Magus. Sorry, I just gotta play it safe with what we don't know. Okay, let's see here. Passives are good. Powers... Don't think I have anything else useful in here. Oops. Harvest wood, building campfires. We'll go ahead and turn on Hunterborn for now. There we go. And let's go ahead and just harvest some wood. I don't know. Do we have an axe to do that with? I think we could just gather branches here, though. Track, sense direction, all the good stuff. Forage. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a survival experience to start off with, I think. It's 8:30 a.m., still blind as a bat from this damn blizzard. Oh, one other thing I want to do. Campfire Instincts, I want to add alchemy ingredients to it. No, nothing? Yep, we are definitely in Hafingar, because I see Castle Volkahar way out there in the distance. Yes, we do speak English. That's how we're gonna have to keep it. Thanks, Magus, for being on top of that. I do appreciate it. Ah, there we go. So just collecting ingredients right now. Yeah, let's work on our campfire skills and try to wait out this blizzard. Yes. Feel free to have you know, there are very few topics that are taboo as long as we're keeping it civil and nobody's being a dick about anything. Those are pretty much the rules, I think. Okay. Let's see, can we build a campfire now on top of what we already have over here? Didn't I just gather a bunch of branches, or did it say I didn't have any branches to gather? Firewood, deadwood. Branches. Okay, what can I do with these branches? Eat a woodcatter's axe. Damn, okay. I am really limited with what I can do here. I think creating items. Stone hatchet, here we go. Can be used to okay. It's been a while since I've done a more survival thing here. The Brown Knight died a single firebolt from a high-level silver hand. You know, like 30 minutes into the stream, and then the stream almost suffered a permadeath when my internet went out. So you missed all the drama. Yeah, my weather, right? It's inclement. Welcome aboard, Strudel, by the way. Hope you're having a good weekend. Now that I have the stone hatchet, I can actually chop some firewood. How about that? Four pieces of deadwood. Here we go. Yeah, so just trying to level up my camping skill a little bit. Oh, I got some funkiness going on my overlay here too. Let's move this down just a smidge. There we go. Sorry, I'm a little OCD with that stuff. Limping along, not feeling great today. Well, I'm glad you're here anyway. I thought we'd be strong enough, you know, to be able to survive a single firebolt. But it was not in the cards. Not in the cards, unfortunately. Let's see here. Can't cook anything. Take a look at our skills here. Poof, it says. Firecraft. Lights campfires 7 seconds faster in all weather conditions. What about Trailblazers, keen senses? Yeah, I'm not running Frostfall, so this is the only skill tree I have. Next perk is 33% already, huh? Alright, well. Got our own fire here, so let's... Ooh, static. Here we go. Looks like we still got the smoke coming out of there. That's alright. Whatever. Okay, let's exit the skills. You cannot pass perks in this, unfortunately. Yeah, I know. I wish we could skip, but have to go in order. I'd like to see what else we can craft here too. Only 2 pieces of deadwood that time? Stone arrows, a walking stick. I don't think we really need that. All kinds of different fur armor, which would be nice. Let's see, a tanning rack would be nice too. I need some more deadwood for that though. Let's see, 3 more deadwood. See if we can get that. Thanks, Sans. Sorry, I don't mean to alienate anybody or anything. Just, we need to be able to keep an eye on what's going on in chat. And if you're not speaking English, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that. So, thank you for your patience on that. Do appreciate it. And welcome aboard, by the way. Are you a Skyrim fan? Been playing a lot? Let's see, what are we doing here? I feel like I'm going to get all the deadwood out of this place. It's one thing you don't like much about Campfire. Once you take 1 perk, you can move up the tree, of course. Right, 1 rank to unlock it. Yeah, it works just like the regular perk tree. But yeah, you have to get through a lot of stuff that is essentially useless if you're not using Frostfall to get to the stuff that actually is good for just a Campfire user. Ooh, I see something glistening over there too. On that little island. Once I can see what I'm doing. Might be worth swimming over there to take a look. Alright. Can I get my tanning rack now? Yes, I can. Look at that. Just plop it right here next to our barrels. You can use the barrel here for storage as a makeshift little camp here. What can we use? What can we do with this tanning rack here now? Leather strips. I don't want to get rid of my stuff here. My water skin. I can make backpacks. Ooh, pouches from bandoliers. There are also, I'm running, I don't remember the name of it, but it's that fancy fur stuff. Once I have fur, maybe that will become more available. Fur crafting kits. I think that's what I need to do the fancy fur stuff. But we need furs for that first. Hunter's bedroll. Need some more fur for that. Small fur tent. Need some leather. Fur plate. Small leather tent. Need a bunch of leather strips and some leather. Okay. So who is this person? Scout. This is Razel. He is... I haven't come up with the backstory for him yet, but he is a Redguard Scout, level 1 at Legendary difficulty. Scouts are light armor, sword and board fighters that also employ sneak. They are good at alchemy and good at smithing. So we got a light armor melee fighter here who also can sneak and employ guerrilla warfare tactics. He is a Redguard, not sure if he is from Hammerfell. Being a scout, he's probably a bit of a loner. And we'll take off the helmet so you can see he's got very short hair. Pretty average looking as far as presets go, I would say. Nothing too much. I would say maybe the short hair is something that's practical. He tries to keep it shaved down, but not like closely skin shaven, clean shaven. So practical, whatever he can do to keep his hair manageable and out of the way without having to put too much work into it. So pretty much your average outdoorsman, I would think. His name is Razel. He was born under the sign of the Lover He was also randomly given the lover stone. And he worships Satikal, which is a Redguard deity, a Yokudan deity. And I don't really know much about Satikal, and the information given by Wintersun was a little bit vague, I think. But he does get a bonus to the blessings of all shrines, of all deities. So kind of a Saint Alessia thing going on here. A little bit, I would think. But yeah, that's the Razzle Dazzle. Razzle Dazzle. I get it. Yeah, go back to your corner. You damn punter. Yeah, so right now I haven't had too much time to think about backstory and personality and all that, but we were able to deduce some things based on his appearance and where he is coming from and his class and everything, and where he was stationed by Skyrim Unbound's random placement on a new start. So yeah, just some basic personality things there, I guess. Right now we're just trying to survive. Let's see. Backpacks. We need furs before we can do anything here. What I would like to do is try to fill up my water skin with some seawater and see if I can cook the salt out of it. Salt water added. I think I need a cooking pot to be able to do that. Bummer. Let's see. Primitive cooking. Yeah, nothing I can do here either. So that's a bummer. I need a cooking pot. Can I create a cooking pot? I don't think so. Not yet. Okay, well, we are pretty limited here. I think I'm just going to while away the day from now on, just trying to... We'll do some foraging. Failed to forage anything of use. And harvesting wood. You can forge it using 2 steel ingots, but you must use the smithy. Yeah, I am aware of that. Steel is not going to be cheap. Septums, we're not doing too bad with 1800 septums here. So we are able to afford the steel to craft the item once we can get to a city. The problem is, I feel like I'm kind of pinned in over here. There might be a saber cat right over there if this is the place that I'm thinking of. And I don't want to cause aggro with that guy, if that is indeed the case. At level 1, it might be a wolf, but every time that I've been over here, I've seen that as a saber cat. This looks like Broken Ore Grotto to me, and I think the saber cat was on Ravenscar Hollow. And if I move just a little bit over this way, I start getting cannot wait when enemies are nearby. So there is something right over there. Ooh, we got a gift from the lover. Hide helmet of minor alteration. Alteration's not going to help us, so we'll sell that off at some point. Okay, let's just keep doing this. Upgrade our fire. $247, so it's been almost 12 hours here, and the snow has not let up one bit. This is really compelling footage, I know. Can I upgrade this any further? I can just replenish the fuel on it. Let's see what track does. Failed to track any wild game, but the blizzard is letting up now. Okay. So let's go very slow and be very quiet and see what the hell is causing us not to be able to wait. I don't see a saber cat. They're usually fairly obvious. Okay, let's stay and sneak. This is indeed Broken Ore Grotto. I don't have any ranged items, so I think Broken Ore, we might go in and just scout the area. But I don't want to take enemies head on at this point. I do kind of want to explore this island. Yeah, let's go in and see what's waiting for us over there. We also do have an interesting little camp over there, which I don't remember. So lots of stuff to scope out. You could possibly snag a couple of pelts from near the entrance. Yeah, that's a good call, Strudel. I don't want to turn my light on. I don't have a night eye or anything.
You've been here for a while, right?
Okay, I'm hearing voices.
What was it like back when we could still make runs out to the coast?
Well, before that cave-in sealed our ships in here, we could loot any size ship we wanted.
Where
Ooh,
did
bear
you
pelt.
keep
Good
all
call,
this?
Strudel. Good call.
I've been here almost a year and haven't seen any of it.
The captain has it locked away in that drowned ship by his quarters. He says it's
Anything in the boat
safe,
here?
but I know he's just keeping it for himself.
If only we could get our hands on that treasure. We could get out of here and never look back.
Okay, I'm gonna let them settle and see if I can get back up that across this bridge here. There's a lot of storage over here. There might be some pelts up there too, and maybe some food and stuff that we can cook up. That guy's gonna take a seat over there on the ledge, I think. There he goes. That other guy, I don't know what he's doing. Now, we don't have a great sneak skill, so what I'm going to do to kind of boost that a little bit is I am going to favorite the boots. I'm going to unequip them for now. That's going to give us just a little bit more sneakiness, just a bit. And if I can get up to this guy and land a sneak attack on him, that might be worth it. Whole lot of wine, not anything super useful yet. There's another wolf pelt. Got a bear pelt and a wolf pelt. Those are both going to be quite useful for crafting. Oh, knocking that bucket around a little bit. We're still good. Oh, this is scary. Let's get up real close. Yes. Okay, that was awesome. Black blood armor. Better than what we are wearing, that's for sure. Iron spiked club. I don't know if it's any better than our sword. One of your favorite starting spots? I've never started here before. This is actually one of my favorite dungeons, for sure. But I don't know how viable it is to start here at level 1 on legendary difficulty, you know, so I'm just taking it very slow. I'm being very careful. There's an oil lamp you can knock on their heads, but you would need a ranged weapon. Yes, indeed. Or like a shout or some kind of spell. We are not a caster. Scouts are not talented at all in magic. Okay. There he is. He's walking away now. So let's take this opportunity. It's very dark, which is... both a curse and a blessing. Oh, and look at all that cheese. Okay. Nope, he sees us. Let's get out of here.
There's no escape.
There isn't? I feel like there's a very specific escape. Is he gonna follow us out? The weather has definitely increased. Has definitely gotten much better. Okay. Safe for now. What's going on with my sword? Much better. Okay. All right. Well, we got some crafting materials here. Let's head across this place over here. Now, I'm still not sure what enemy is causing me to not be able to wait over here. So I'm still going to try to be very careful. Very curious about that camp over there. That is not something I remember from the vanilla game. Some spiky grass over here. Okay, it is letting me wait now though. All right, let's see if we can just zip through here. We are detected by something. Oh, a slaughterfish went way up on the shore over there. How close can he get to us here? Slaughterfish hit hard, so just being very careful about that. Yeah, so the scout is going to be a little bit slower paced, especially at the beginning here. It's more survival focused. Oh, I'm loving that, the reflection of the campfire on the water there. It's pretty nice. So that slaughterfish there was probably the thing that was keeping me from waiting. So that makes me feel a little more secure, a little safer. Hope that's not a false sense. I feel like from the other side of that little channel over there, a little straight, I saw something glimmering over here, and I don't know what that was. Probably just something like a reflection on the water or something. Ooh, all kinds of good stuff over here. A Daedra heart, huh? Frost salt's also good. Iron sword of sparks. Could definitely use that. And saber cat pelts. Excellent, excellent. And clams. I don't see that any of these clams are bearded. Yeah, I'm 13. I can't help it. Definitely good finds. There's a fox. I'm not going to be able to keep up with him. This looks like a little makeshift bench, doesn't it? Or maybe like a beam from a shipwreck. Okay. Mild hunger, moderate thirst, still not very tired. We're gonna have to figure out the water situation here. I wonder if the water in broken ore over there is fresh. Or if it's salty, like where it's coming from. I mean, it's worth a look, I think. And by now, I would hope that the Marauder in there would have reset his position. So let's go take a look. And I know that there is an anvil, there is a forge deeper out in here, but you have to, you know, defeat the Black Bloods to get there. Yes, okay. I mean, that makes no sense as far as realism, but it was worth a shot, and it paid off. So now we do have water. We have food, we have water. We are good. There we go. We are hydrated and sated. Okay, so far so good. Okay, there's a bear over there, or is that a horker? Looks like a horker. Horkers, they hit really hard, but they're easy to evade. And they're not particularly hostile. You have to get really close to them. Is it just the one horker here? I'm tempting fate a little bit here because there is Ravenscar Hollow around here somewhere, and that might be where that damn saber cat is. That's more off to the west, or to the east, though. It looks like there's a smelter over there, doesn't there? That's interesting. What the hell is that? Solitude Realm Gate. I think this comes from the Leviathan Axe. How do I power up the Realm Gate? Okay. Feels a little out of place. Yes, this is definitely from Leviathan Axe. Which is something we might be able to chase with the scout character. Also, JK made a new interior mod for the Temple of the Divines in Solitude. Oh, nice. Silver ewer, I'm definitely taking that. Dwarven sword, that's better than anything I have right now. Oops, didn't mean to take that. Porker tusk, we might be able to... Come on. Oh, Skyrim. So fickle. Bread, yes, please. Sweet roll, that's going to be delicious. Rolls of paper. Fish barrel, huh? There's my woodcutter's axe. The stone hatchet works fine for now, but the woodcutter's axe I think is better. Some more clam meat, sure. I feel like this is a better camp area. Fine clothes, huh? Fine boots. Than where I set up camp across the way over there. And I got a nice bed and everything over here. Yeah, this is definitely my new campsite. Take all of that. Realm Between Realms. Yeah, this stuff is all based on God of War. And once I find all... This is kind of more like another fast travel option over here. Doesn't look like I can harvest any of the... Yeah, once I find all of these waypoints out in the world, I can start using this as another fast travel option over here. Yep, so this is all inspired by God of War, the PlayStation 4 game, where you have this super awesome axe that was forged by dwarves, specialized dwarven craftsmen, and you can find specific crafting materials out in the wild once you find the axe. But you have to find the axe first. I think I know where that is. It's out in the Whiterun area. Up on that hill. So we'll go scout that out, seeing as how we are a scout at some point. Another good find here. Ice wolf pelt. Large wooden shield of resist magic. Very nice, very nice. And we are now over encumbered. Am I going to eat the human heart? Are we a cannibal? I think not. Oh, well, this is annoying. Let's see here. I feel like with all these crafting materials and stuff, there's not going to be much that we can drop. The iron clubbed, yeah, we can drop that. Stone hatchet. I think the woodcutter's axe would be better. Weight 11, damage 11, or weight 7, damage 11. Value 0. Actually, the stone hatchet is better. How about that? Once again, dropping in just to say hi to everyone. Don't have any time to watch right now, and I still have to catch up on older stuff. Well, yep, this is a brand new character, so you are catching him at the very beginning. But hello and welcome. Rahman. Is it Rahman or is it Raymond? I'm guessing Rahman. Or ramen, like the noodles. Deadwood, drop that. Keep the stone hatchet. Thinking back on it, I probably could have just stored everything in a barrel over there. Seeing as how there were lots of barrels available. I wonder how stupid it would be to take on that Black Blood Marauder. What's this? This looks suspiciously like a cave, but it's not. One-on-one. Easy, big fella. At level 1 on legendary difficulty. I feel like with sword and board it's doable if he's a melee guy. Okay, let's see. What do we have? What do we have here? How do I make a fur crafting kit? I need leather strips and firewood. Don't have any firewood. I think... Ooh. Nice. I think right now the main priority is carry weight. So let's see if I can't craft a backpack here. I think brown fits better with the surroundings, even though I am in a frozen tundra area, so white might fit in here. I think brown is going to be more useful everywhere else. So let's keep a bear pelt. Keep a bear pelt handy. And make some leather strips out of everything else we have. The fur set. Yes, this is what I was looking at. I don't know if I want to go that way or the hedge mage stuff yet. We'll see. Or the black blood armor. That actually doesn't look bad for a scout, does it? It's our best stuff right now. Okay, looking good. Let's go ahead and move camp over to our little island over there. And we'll continue from there. There's still light and smoke from that fire that I got rid of there, huh? The enable isn't working. Yeah, well. Not gonna let it bug me too much. Okay, let's go ahead and move all our supplies over to the new camp area over here. I think the next order of business is going to be to kill this Horker, honestly. The scout is going to be a hunter, and those materials are going to prove invaluable at some point. Now, a Horker attack can be deadly at this level, so I'm going to have to be very careful about it. Keep my distance, you know? What is that under there? Just part of the table. Okay. Oh, and I got a cooking pot for salt water, too. Excellent. Ocean's Kiss. Sounds awesome. Garlic carrots? Yes, please. Okay, let's see. Are we tired yet? Let's get this hedge mage stuff going. Known ingredients. Building materials. All this way. I've traveled all this way to only be told I've come too far. I don't know what I should have expected, in all honesty. I've never wanted any part of the guild in High Rock, with all its arbitrary regulations and petty politics, and yet I had somehow hoped this cloistered college in the backwoods of Skyrim would be different. The people already hate them. It's not as though they need to play nice. But no, I found a secluded fortress at the edge of the sea, surrounded by a piss-poor village full of paranoid, stubborn peasants in the most damnably cold part of the most damnably cold province. The mages will mill about, mumbling to themselves about this or that fruitless experiment, with no aim or purpose. All that power to be had, all the knowledge to be gained in that library, and none of them have a clue what they would do with it. They would not know what to do with power if it were handed to them on a platter. Lock it away behind those stone walls to be studied for all eternity, I suspect. And now I discover that they don't have my book. The one called Finis made a passing comment about a man in Morthal who may have some clue. I doubt he is exactly what I need, but a small lead is better than none. And besides, if this man had enough common sense to leave the college, he's probably not entirely witless. Any excuse is good enough for me to leave this place behind. I'm looking forward to the road. Decided to travel along the coast to make my way east. I'm not keen on meeting more of the locals. The coastline was more treacherous than I suspected. I anticipated encountering a few horkers and little less, but there are vicious predators here. Or little else, not little less. A great bear, I decided I looked like easier prey than the things lumbering about at the edge of the water. It miscalculated. It was a close thing, I will admit. Much closer than what I care to think about. My vest was only enough to cushion a brush from the tips of his claws. I can do better. I need to do better if I'm going to survive. I have considered taking what little gold I have to a smith and see what they can do to reinforce my equipment. But if the gear I see the mercenaries wearing is any indication, a Skyrim smith wouldn't have a clue about what to do for a mage. It's all heavy pieces of plate or monstrous pauldrons, and I can only imagine what reaction I'd get if I told them I wanted to be discreet with my occupation. Not all glittering and glowing like some walking beacon. There are methods to shield oneself with spells, but only for a very short duration. I've even seen the same magical property made into an alchemical solution. And there are amulets and rings, little trinkets really, that offer a negligible amount of protection from physical attacks. I am familiar with all. But none will do me much good if I am caught unaware. But there is something worth pursuing there. Maybe not a spell or an enchantment or alchemy alone, but some combination of the three. I must begin experimenting. I will begin work as soon as I find suitable materials. Dawnstar, yet another sad little frozen town. I think I like this person, writer of the journal. I would not have stopped at all, but certain ingredients I need for my tests are frustratingly hard to come by in this region. The town is small, but thankfully large enough to house an alchemist. Scavertail. For all the disgusting diseases carried by those vermin, the tails have the bizarre and little-known property of fortifying the strength of light armor. Not by much, but with a few additional ingredients and the application of a little magical force, we shall see. I also collected a few lumps of ore at the local mines. The miners were oddly jumpy, but willing enough to trade. Iron should suffice for now, but Quicksilver holds enchantments rather well, if only I could afford larger quantities. I'm being followed. They are trying clumsily to stay undetected. I don't recognize them. Bandits? Seems unlikely. I hardly appear to be carrying much in the way of any valuables. If they are bandits, they must be desperate. There's an enormous marsh to the north of Morthal. I should easily be able to lose them. As superstitious as the Nords can be, they shouldn't be eager to follow. And if they do, they might as well become lost in the hazardous terrain. I've remained in the marsh for a few days, no sign of any pursuers. It appears my assumptions were correct. The peace has given me the opportunity to begin my tests. Success, or partial success. The results were underwhelming. I suppose this should come as no great surprise. The materials I chose were quite common and rather weak, but this supports my premise. If I can collect more powerful ingredients, I may be able to build on what I have. No time to begin scavenging now. Tomorrow I travel south to Morthal. With luck, this trend of success might continue. I haven't forgotten why I am in Skyrim. Damn it all. This must be a joke. The Divines have never given any interest in me before, but they must have decided I was worth punishing. The men tracking me, they haven't given up. And they have a bleeding vigilant with them. All was quite quiet as I entered the town. In hindsight, making my first appearance unannounced from the marsh was not the best decision. The townspeople's wariness of a ragged stranger materializing from that misty labyrinth was not totally unreasonable. I don't usually make an effort to be friendly to strangers, but I much preferred them to remain agreeable while I made my investigation. With a bit of coaxing, I was given directions to the alchemist, not my first priority, but as good a place as any to start. The shop owner... Day 6, let's go. Oh wait, nope, not so much. We took a firebolt. One single firebolt from a high-level silver hand was enough to spell doom for our shite knight. Let's see. The shop owner was not much more use. She had an interesting stock, but was unwilling to answer many questions. Luckily, a young woman wandering around the area was more accommodating. But the knowing way she regarded me was unsettling. And the boy, her brother, was perhaps even more strange. She did know the man I was looking for, but would not tell me where to find him. She continuously urged me to speak to the Jarl. Even under such unusual circumstances, I would not help but feel I was finally on the right path. But I never made it that far. There was a man leaving the inn. I recognized him as one of the men following me after Dawnstar. It was obvious he recognized me as well, but quickly covered his surprise. He tried to act as though he never saw me. A gray-hooded vigilant of Stendarr followed closely behind. They started speaking. I didn't stay long enough to see if they would decide to confront me in broad daylight. And here I am in the wilderness to the west, hiding like a coward. Perhaps they only wanted to talk, but I doubt it. As I turned to flee, I heard the word witch floating on the breeze. No vigilant would be forgiving if they believed justice needed to be served. What have I done to provoke this? I may not go to any lengths to be friendly to these people, but I've done nothing to harm them. Maybe being a conjurer unaffiliated with the college is enough. These zealots and their blind justice, any hint of Daedric magic used for good or ill is a crime. Idiots. All of them. If they want a witch hunt, I will give them one. Let's see if they have the temerity to chase me all the way to the border. The Forsworn will take them if the wolves don't. Oh my goodness, this is a long journal. Oh, okay, we're only a few pages from the end though. Who knew this Jill was going to be an entire novel? Indeed, it's like one of your tomes, Strudel. Not as enjoyable though. Moving quickly now. Little time to write, even less to continue my experiments. And at this time, more than ever, I need use of fortified gear. Oh, this is quite the cruel joke. The best I can do is keep a few notes to review once I have made it to safety. That is the only thing I can hope to take away from this failed venture. It was risky, but I managed to sneak near enough to their camp to overhear bits of their intentions. The morons are hardly difficult to find. This whole fiasco has something to do with Dawnstar, something about nightmares, Daedra, and dark magic. Something that began around the short time I spent in the town and later when they followed me to the haunted marsh. That's it. That is their evidence. I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. What do they think I am? No mortal mage, no matter how powerful, could manipulate the dreams of so many people. And why in all of Nirn and the Plains of Oblivion would I even want to try? They are clearly desperate, grasping at any little thing to bring them comfort. I may not be the all-powerful witch they think I am, but if they become any more emboldened, I will not hesitate to show them just what I am capable of. Forced to head farther south to collect supplies. Rorikstead was the name of the settlement, I believe. I did not bother to waste time learning much more than that. One of them stepped on my rune traps 2 nights ago. It was most likely fatal. I heard the explosion and left before they could take their revenge. I'm laying more traps. No doubt they will become more cautious, but I need every advantage I can get. So close now. I can see the mountains over the river. If I can make it there, they have little hope of finding me before they are lost in the maze of rock. I have never been so eager to go home. Okay. So I think we're probably not going to do the hedge mage stuff. And that is because being a red guard, wow, that is a fierce pair of leather boots there, isn't it? It is lighter though. Okay. That is because as a red guard, he's probably going to have a mistrust of magic. They do inherently. And I'm saying that he found this hedge mage stuff probably in that barrel over there at that old camp. And the journal, and he's now just read the journal. I think that this stuff is going to make him uneasy, reading about a witch being hunted, you know. So we'll probably sell this stuff off, I think. Okay, but other than that, I think we're good. 10 o'clock, let's see, get 8 hours of sleep now. That puts us at 6 a.m. Ooh, I see another frozen corpse over there. Let's go grab that. Have you just started as the scout? I have, actually. This is day 1 for the scout. This is Razel. Oh, I've already gotten that frozen corpse. Okay. He is a red guard. He is a scout. He is born under the lover birth sign, which gives him an extra 10% damage reduction of all physical damage, which is going to help. He was also randomly given the lover standing stone through Skyrim Unbound, so he does have a second life, so to speak, that recharges every 15 minutes. Other than that, yeah, he is red guard. He probably likes to avoid civilization as much as possible, seeing as where he started and being a scout and all that. Other than that, I really don't have much of a backstory for him, but we can get a look here. I think we decided that his haircut is as functional as he can get it to keep it manageable without having to keep it clean shaven every single day. So it's short, but not shaven, you know? He's kind of the outdoorsy type. Doesn't mean he's not going to visit civilized cities and everything from now and then to resupply and sell some things off for gold and get some training and things like that. But yeah, he's kind of a loner for now. And that's about where we're at. Less likely to get lice and other beasties with short hair. Very true, very true. Ooh, are we a werewolf? This is from Growl. I'm gonna say no on this right now. I'm gonna say no. It makes a certain amount of sense, but I would like to explore this character as a person on his own before we go into the whole beast blood thing. It may happen at some point. He is a warrior class, and as such, he might feel compelled to join the companions at some point. Okay, let's eat, let's drink. And let's take on a Horker. Now again, this Horker is going to be tough at level 1 on legendary difficulty. But I think it's a good sort of rite of passage for this guy. Should be able to use the cooking pot to... Huh. Can't boil out the salt water, I guess. Okay, here we go. But does that leave me with regular old water? No, it does not. All right, well, we are hydrated for now. We can dip back into broken ore if we need some more fresh water, which we will. But for now, let's fight a Horker. Astian Gaming, welcome, welcome. Haven't seen you around before. How'd you find the channel? Was it through one of the Discords, or did you just randomly see it on YouTube? Or are you subscribed? In any case, welcome aboard. Glad you're here with us. Okay, we're not going to get a sneak attack on this guy, I don't think. All right. Oh, this guy's tough. Try to keep our stamina. This is going to be a drawn-out battle, isn't it? Oh, I do have better weapons, though, that I can be using. The Dwarven Sword does 15 damage, 4 better than the Iron Sword, but I do have... inflicts damage, 5 points of damage for 4 seconds, so an extra 20 damage over time. This does an extra 5 right away, so let's go with the Blistering Sword here. Here we go. There we go. That's already helping a lot. Let's regain some stamina here. This was random on YouTube. Oh, awesome. But thanks. I'm a fan of Skyrim. Great. Well, you're in the right place. By the way, I do this every Saturday at 6 p.m. UTC. It's 11 a.m. my time. But yeah, every Saturday at around this time. Do Permadeath Skyrim with random starts on legendary difficulty. So hope to see you again, yeah? I also do a lot of other stuff on the channel. I work a day job, so I don't upload as much as I would like. But yeah, I do build guides and stuff as well. If you're interested in that kind of thing. I definitely am. Always looking for new channels and stuff to subscribe to. I'm going to get over encumbered here, aren't I? Okay, so rite of passage. Successful. Oh, and there's some canis root over there too. You've learned from your experiences harvesting the bones and organs from animals. You feel as though you're improving. Yeah, why not? I'm currently testing my modding on it. Oh, awesome. Awesome, awesome. I feel like that's kind of the nature of modding Skyrim, is that you're always... the current load order is always a test for the next one. At least that's how I think of it. I do try to keep my load orders intact for as long as possible. Okay. Over encumbered by a lot. Let's do some scrimshaw here to see if we can get some of these bones out of the way. Hey, Mr. B, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Good to see you. Maybe that should have been a crying face. Yeah, these are real permadeath runs. Yes, they are. Just hit 1,000 mods. Awesome. That's a lot of mods. That's a pretty heavy list. I think I'm still somewhere around 700 myself, which is no small amount. bone hunting knife might help us out a little bit. Bits of bone with the tusks. Polished scales, sure, why not? Some bone meal. And how are we now? Still over encumbered. Don't want to eat the human heart. Let's see. I should have seen if we could make like a mortar and pestle. Actually, let's... What do we need for that? Small animal bone and a large animal bone. Damn, I should have done that first instead of the hunting knife. Oh well. Oh, swimming so slowly. Should have just sank to the bottom, but you know, that's fine. Okay. So now that the rite of passage is complete, Broken Ore Grotto is enticing. Legendary difficulty at level 1. I don't know, kind of feels like a bit much, but if I can isolate those guys one-on-one, might be okay. Cooking pot. I need 2 steel ingots. Do I have enough to make 2 steel ingots here? I do not. Strudel, can I link the CC Discord here? I think it's an open Discord, isn't it? I think anybody can join, but yeah, Strudel being the mod. Probably best to ask her, I think. Okay, so let's see here. We're gonna think about next steps. I would like to be able to work on some alchemy here, but I don't have an alchemy table and I don't have a mortar and pestle, at least until I get another large and small animal bone. Which I kind of screwed that one up. There might be another Horker around here somewhere that we can take on. But at this point, I think I'm just going to store my stuff. And maybe take on some Broken Ore Grotto. Or maybe explore the coastline a little bit more. Maybe there's something, some kind of wolves or Horkers that I can hunt for more materials. We shall see. Probably set the tanning rack up here somewhere. I do need more fresh water though, and I can get that at Broken Ore. That's not pressing right now, though. CC Discord was started by Couch Warrior, the Panicked Monk, and Sovereign Jester. I think Karn has CW linked in the description. I do indeed. Probably some of the best Skyrim content, if not the best Skyrim content you will ever see. Do yourself a favor and look up the Ashes series. That's kind of where Couch Warrior's skills kind of hit their peak, I think, in my opinion. Okay, let's see. Dwarven sword, hunting knife we will keep. That can double as a dagger in case we, you know, start taking some sneak assassin perks. I'm going to take the Iron Sword of Sparks with me too, just in case. I'm looking on the Nulvis modding guide to compare a little with mine. Oh yeah, good, good. Looks like you saw the description. Yes, it is absolutely gorgeous. I'm enjoying it very well. It's a little heavy on performance depending on your rig. It's good for me, but I am running a 3080. I am one of the fortunate people who got those on launch. Runs like a dream for me, but you know, mileage is going to vary based on the specs that you got there. VRAM in particular. You don't like the color of the ENB? Oh yeah, root ENB. Well, that's one of the most popular ENBs. It's going to be hard to get away from in a lot of different guides, but yeah, definitely is something that's subjective. Definite to each their own thing on that one. Okay, let's see. I'm going to explore the coast just a little bit more. If we can find another Horker, we might be able to get a Mortar and Pestle. But I think what we're going to do right after that is we're going to see if we can take on some Broken Ore Grotto guys. The problem is I don't think I'm going to be able to take on that whole thing. It's just going to be sort of a one-on-one basis, but as soon as you get to Captain Hargar there, again, the jig is pretty much up, I think. So I think I'm going to have to avoid it. But we could get to Solitude. At some point. Yeah, let's see if we run into any more Horkers or Wolves or anything like that. Sort of explore this coast a little more as we get familiar with the area as a scout would. Solitude Sewers. No, I lost a bard there, a permadeath bard that I was very fond of, and I'm not going back down in there anytime soon. There is a Karis Reaper in there. That is unleveled, and it will wreck you immediately. Brinewater Grotto. Oh, that is the exit to the East Empire Trading Company warehouse for the Thieves Guild. There are Horkers in there, but I don't want to take on all those Horkers at once. Let's see if we can get a sneak attack or something on one of them. We can make a quick escape if we have to. I am not running Legacy of the Dragonborn. That, so far to me, it becomes a patching nightmare. Easy does it, big fella. He saw me. Okay. Oh, there are more. There's his friend. Yeah. Even with the enchanted damage here, I don't know if I want to take both of these guys on at once. How far down this little corridor are they going to come? I will definitely terrain scum these guys. Thinking that one on the left is attacking, and he's not. He's just jockeying for position. Head injury inflicted. That's good. Now the Horker's Magico will not. We did get a level up. That's awesome. I'm just waiting for my stamina to recharge here now. Legacy, yeah, Legacy is... It could be almost a full game on its own, right? Okay, down to 1 Horker. I do plan on integrating it at some point. I played Skyrim enough to know what I want out of my game. And I tend to be very selective about the things that I add on top of it. I have seen people play Legacy, and it looks like an amazing mod. So I have nothing really against it. It's just, it becomes a patching nightmare for the other things that I want to add. At some point, I will attempt to get that integrated because I do want to do a Relic Hunter at some point. Really fill that thing out. Okay. Well, that went better than expected. Oh, and I was barefoot that entire time. How about that? If you need help about it, you can ask me. Oh, great. Just spent 10 minutes looking for what the heck E&B I have going. Less robust machine here, and Natural View Tamriel E&B is a great alternative to root. I did use that one before. Before I went Nulvis, I used NVT, and it was nice. I think it might actually be heavier than Rudy, though. $1080 Ti, yeah, that's what I was coming from before I got my 3080. It's a great card. It's an awesome card. It did fine with NVT as well. And this may be a little less recognizable as Rudy because I am running the Nulvis Reshade as well, which I really like. Okay, let's see. Scrimshaw. Can I do a Mortar and Pestle now? I still cannot. I need a small animal bone, which I can't get from a Horker for some reason. You would think that they would have small bones in there as well. My dog keeps going crazy every time I say the word bones because that's her nickname. Her full name is Davis Barkley. Davis Barkley Martin. My wife named her before we got married, so and she's probably Davis Barkley Morgan now, I would say. But for short, we call her Davy. So that led us to Davy Bones because she loves eating bones. And it sounds like Davy Jones. Okay, I need to recharge some stamina here. So we call her Davy Bones, and then when we want to be really short about it, we just call her Bones. So every time I say Bones, she comes in here looking for some love. Really liking this enchantment on this sword. Well, now you're just teasing the poor dog. I know, I said it like 11 times. Oh, it runs, NVT runs better than Rudy on your game? That's good. Yeah, I haven't done any side-by-side like performance comparisons on them. I've been running Rudy on this new setup the whole time, so I can't tell you how it works on mine, but yeah, that might be the way to go. NVT looks great. Does a lot of similar things to Rudy, but has a different look to it. Has all the bells and whistles, though. You should be able to in the screenshots section. You can upload. There's a channel just for it on the CC Discord. But there is a maximum of 3 in a row that you can post, so that people don't have their stuff buried, you know? But if you have been accepted to the Discord channel, then you should be able to post pictures there, I think. I've heard good things about the Leos ones. I don't know how to pronounce that. That EMB as well. A lot of people use, oh, what's the one? Ominous. For a darker effect. Okay, how are we doing? Moderate hunger, or moderate thirst, mild hunger. Alright, so we are going to need to... Oh, you know what? Does brine water have fresh water? Gonna need water. Under creative, and is the first channel there. Yep. Oh, sometimes it will deny certain screenshots too. If you have like a portrait type, like with a character in it, sometimes it thinks that they're like naked or inappropriately dressed, and will Discord will block that. That might be what's going on. That's gotten a few of us, even though we're not posting anything naughty. Could be the files are too large too. Yeah, that channel is well moderated. There are plenty of people there that can keep posts in line if needed. So I don't think that they restrict screenshots for new members or anything. Sometimes my ISP just won't let me do it either. It's not a Discord thing. It might be a Discord thing. Just a Discord thing combined with your ISP sometimes temporarily doesn't allow screenshot uploads. I still haven't gotten a small bone. Jeez. Just checking to see whether anything official changed, but I don't remember any recent rule changes. Yeah, I don't either. Gemma, the head mod over there, did recently shuffle some channels and stuff around, but I don't think she changed any permissions on anything. Oh, you watched one of my videos before, huh? Which one? Now I'm the ninja build. Yeah, that is quite the video. That it's gotten a lot of viewership, has led to a lot of subscriptions. Next one's going to be Acrobat, but seeing as how I have a day job, and that ninja build took 200 hours of gameplay to suss out all the spells and everything. Those build guides are, they take a while to do. But I am currently underway on one right now anyway. Oh geez, I just completely passed up my camp. Such a doofus. But yeah, there's another one on the way. Probably going to take me another couple weeks to get there. But it is something I enjoy doing, and it seems like the people like them as well. So do plan on keeping those going. YouTube algorithm putting in some work, indeed. A Shadow Mage ninja build. I have some ideas for more ninja builds. I want to do a different ninja based on all of the Forgotten Magic archetypes. I also want to hit all the different triumvirate archetypes as well, but you know, a druid ninja or a cleric ninja just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So yeah. Also, the mod author of Triumvirate, also, it seems like he had a very specific gameplay style in mind when he came up with those. So it very heavily points you in a direction on those, and that aren't all suited toward the ninja Nightblade Assassin type gameplay. You know what? I subscribed. You deserve. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, I just recently hit the 200 milestone on subscriptions. But yeah, it's been a fight for every single subscription. Now, this is an old game. I do think that the content that I'm providing is compelling. Good God, look at how beautiful that is. That is a Kodak moment right there. Sunrise on the Sea of Ghosts. This game is old, as I just said. It's 10 years old at this point. But look at how stunning it still is. I mean, I've been playing Cyberpunk off stream, and that game is absolutely beautiful, but even with the ray trace lighting and everything, it has nothing on these vistas. Good God. All right. Gives me the tinglies to this day, 10 years later. Okay, what were we doing? Thanks for the welcome message, but I can't respond. Oh, it looks like you, looks like you might be right locked on there somehow. Interesting. Well, if you don't have permission to post, there might be like, you might have to like agree to something in like the terms and conditions or the rules or something like that before you can start posting. I don't know. But I'm sure you'll be able to start posting soon. And I look forward to seeing those comparisons. Okay. Where are we going? Let's see. It does stand to reason that it would be helpful to be able to have access to a city to sell this stuff off, right? I also think that there might be some wolves on the way back to Solitude, so we could try that. I think the Sabercat is farther over to the west over here, so yeah, let's keep the scout going, the scout thing going for now. Hide armor of minor health, 20 points. I think will trump the protection. Ooh, that's a lot of armor though. I think I'm gonna keep the armor. That is 14 points of protection, or just the 20 health. I think I like the protection. I like the look of that armor better anyway. Let's go ahead and stow that, and then we'll continue. Hey, look at that! We got subscription notifications here, and I need to. I have never gotten a live subscription notification on stream, so I'm gonna have to mess with the overlay on that too, get that positioned a little better, I think. Glad to know it's working though. That's cool. Yeah, let's explore the coast, shall we? After some breakfast. Well hydrated and well sated, and we should be well rested as well. Maybe not, because we weren't sleeping in an owned bed. Okay. Well, I mean, I did test it when I got the that overlay up and running at the beginning, but that was before I had the class art and the day number on the overlay. So I just have to go and adjust that maybe farther downward or up on the top right next to my camera there. Okay, what else does this coast have to offer us? I'm really hoping for some wolves here because I want some small bones. Some small animal bones. The fox, there's no way we're going to catch up to that thing. I need a way to be able to craft potions to do some alchemy. And the mortar and pestle is the most mobile way of doing that. Excuse me. But I need a small animal bone in order to craft it. That fox would be an option. I'm sure that guy's got all kinds of small bones. Oh, he's coming right at us. Come here, you bastard. Take that, Magus. Killing the long ears. I'll kill your foxes. How about that? Unsub. Canine tooth. No bones? Oh my gosh. Oh no, now we're back to the blizzards. Ugh. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. It's a curse. I'm sorry, Magus. I'm sorry. You don't need to just give me a full-on blizzard here. Should have never killed that fox. And he didn't even give me a small bone either. What a rip. We do have a level up. I am keeping that for tactical purposes, just in case we need it. I think this is ill-advised. If there is that saber cat over near Ravenscar Hollow, I'm not going to be able to see him. God, that blizzard just came out of nowhere. See what happens. Kill an Arctic fox and the gods smite thee with a blizzard. I know. Nulvis, yeah, I mean, if you do the full Nulvis thing, Nulvis does have a light one, which I think works better for... Ooh, there's my steel ingots from my cooking pot, too. It does work better for gameplay, 60 FPS on maybe a little bit older of cards. Graphics cards. But if you... I skipped a lot of the city overhauls and stuff like that, and that goes a long way to saving your FPS. You just got to be careful when you skip things in the Nulvis guide, because the compatibility patches and stuff like that they use clean a lot of things up, and if you leave some things out, you won't be able to use those. Okay, I'm feeling very uncomfortable here. I'm gonna head back to camp, I think. My kingdom for a small animal bone. This Canis root that I missed. My instincts are not working well for Flora, for whatever reason. Also, for what it's worth regarding performance, Couch Warrior himself actually did use the Novice Guide, but he did leave some things out as well. He was running on a 2070, I think, and it seemed to be running just fine for him in terms of gameplay as well. There were some minor hitches when he was traversing the open world when it would load a new cell. But that happens on my game too. That's just, you know, the way that the game streams in new information. And if you're running heavily forested overhauls and tree overhauls and things like that, then that's just going to happen. So you might be okay. Oh yeah, that's another thing that I did, is I skipped the 4K stuff and I used the 2K stuff instead. I run the game at 1440p, so there's absolutely no reason to use the 4K stuff. Now your graphics card will automatically, you know, downscale that to whatever your resolution is in your game. So running 4K is not going to give you a performance hit, but it will increase your loading times. Now, running the game at 4K will definitely give you a performance hit, and that's when you need that extra VRAM. But if you're running the game at 1440p, the 4K textures are not going to slow down your game. I mean, they shouldn't. 45 to 47 FPS outside. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, I would probably still try to tweak things to get that to 60 outside, which is what I did when I was running my 1080 Ti. I didn't use the Novice Guide. I think I was using the Tuco Guide at that point. But yeah, I was getting 60 FPS for the most part. Just had to crank down shadows a little bit, distant shadows, draw distances on certain objects. And things like that. But even with that, I was still getting probably around 45 to 50 FPS at the spot in Whiterun at the gates at the front of the city, and also the stairs leading up to Dragon's Reach, which is to be expected. I still get around 50 to 55 even with this setup, but 60 FPS pretty much everywhere else. Oh boy, so another waiting game here. All right, we got to come up with a game plan here. I was hoping for more wilderness up there. I think what I'm going to do is, once the weather clears up, I'm going to follow the coast to the west over here, and then try to get that path back up through here. I think there are wolves on this path up here. And some more wilderness for us to scout out and everything like that. And then we can take that all the way up to Solitude if we need to. And I can't think of any kind of imminent fatal encounters through any of this, so should be okay, I think. All right. Let's have a seat and wait it out. We got plenty of food. If we have to dip back into Brinewater Grotto or Broken Ore, we can do that. Did that clear up yet? It doesn't sound like it. No. Yeah, Magus, it's slower RAM though. In the 1080 Ti, it's much slower RAM than the 30 series card. I was running the 1080 Ti before, and I downgraded my VRAM with the 3080. I went down to 10 gigabytes of VRAM. And I've noticed an actual marked improvement with a 1 gigabyte less VRAM with the faster DDR6 memory. I don't remember what type of memory was on the 1080 Ti, but it was slower. I think it's DDR4. Okay. Well, I think Razel here is quite sick of the weather on this coast here. He's gonna probably try to head down south. I would imagine with his Redguard blood, he's more used to warmer temperatures, drier climates, and this is just awful for him. So I think we're gonna make it a priority to get down south as soon as possible, and we are severely thirsty as well. Take care of that. Fox in a hole. Gross, but okay. Some seared animal fat. Yeah, we'll do quite a bit of this. While our water skin is empty, though, we can use it to get some salt from the salt water here. I just sent the CC Discord admin a question to verify whether there's some rule or strange issue going on. That's all I'm able to do at the moment. Okay. Yeah, thanks for doing that, Strudel. For Mr. Astian. Okay, getting close to the 2 o'clock hour here, so I'm going to be calling the stream in about 20 minutes here, but I would like Razel to kind of make some progress here in terms of where he's at, you know? So let's prepare for that journey. Drop off some supplies. And scout our path back to something a little more southern and temperate, I think. Would be good. Okay, our load is lightened. Excellent. And we are sated, rested. Good. Okay. So let's see. We're going off to the west here to try to find the path back up into the mountains and eventually into the forest here. That's going to lead us through this path. Hopefully that there is some kind of stone structure or something marking the way. And we'll hit Broken Ore Grotto on the way back to fill up our water skin. That's the plan, and I'm sticking to it. There is Broken Ore. We have to be very, very quiet. Read through 3 years of moderator posts. Now that's riveting stuff, I'll tell you. I could imagine. You ready for a nap now, Strudel? Okay, topped off. We haven't prayed in a while either. Let's go ahead and pray to Satakal. Always ready for a nap. Well said. Some Karn wisdom there. There are time zones all over the place. Very quiet, almost eerie morning with all the fog and everything, yeah? Thought I saw something running around in the water down there. Are those wolves or deer? Those are deer. This is quite the ambiance, huh? Oh, we found a path. Okay, am I going left or right? I think I'm going left. Nope, this is the path back to Solitude on the coast, so I want to go right. Who is this? Imperial Patrol? Oh, it's an escort.
Find our way to Solitude.
Why are we even going to a wedding at this far-flung end of the Empire anyway?
I told you. It's a wedding event.
Dragon Bridge is this way, huh? We'll see about that. All these delicious mountain flowers. Oh, I hear a Nern root. I'm not going to chase that sucker all the way back down to the coast. Finally getting away from the coast. Hopefully we're not hit with another blizzard here right away. Oh, who are these guys? Look like they're having a good time. Hey, friends.
Hail, friend. It's good to see another merry soul enjoying this fine day. Ah, but you look tired.
I am tired.
Share a bottle of honey brew mead with me.
Sleeping in an open tent during a blizzard. Sure, I'd love to share a drink.
Ah, nothing like fine spirits to help raise your...
Well, your spirits.
Your spirits. Cheers, my friend. May your adventures find you fame and fortune.
Well, let's go ahead and drink that Haunting Brew mead. Yeah. Too sweet. Too sweet. I feel like Razel here, he's a wine guy. Maybe an ale every now and then, but he doesn't like the sweet stuff. He might indulge in maybe like a boiled cream treat or a sweet roll every now and then for dessert, but for the most part... Oh, there's our wolf. Any more wolves? I thought I heard another one howling around here somewhere. Excellent. Okay. Is this our small bone here? Yeah, I think Razel's tastes as far as his food have been sort of cultivated from his life in the wilds. It's kind of evolved from necessity. So he doesn't like a whole lot of anything that's overly processed. Probably not anything too overly sweet. A wine or an ale every now and then is fine, but he's not much of a drinker either, I would say. A lot of music mods. Yeah, I end up just muting my own music. So none of those music mods that are actually being run in that Novus guide they don't even make it on my streams because the copyright strike stuff is just such a pain. So instead, I go and seek out copyright-free music, and I use that instead. Run that through OBS in my own VLC playlist that runs in the background.
Somebody help!
Guess it's all clear now.
Yeah, you're welcome. You give me some free mead, and I'll give you a free path back to civilization. How about that? That's what scouts do best. Gave Magus yeah, I honestly don't run music at all when I play on my own either. Not to say anything about the music in Skyrim. I think the music in Skyrim is great. I just find it more immersive and better for my copyright strikes if I don't use it, you know? I run music during the streams to kind of add some drama to the whole permadeath situation and to add a little bit of entertainment factor for it. But when I'm playing on my own, sometimes I'll have like a podcast or something going on in the background, but I rarely listen to music while I play. Okay, so the goal now is to make it to Dragon Bridge, I think. And once we make it there, if we make it there safely, I think that will be the end of the stream. That'll do it for me. And then I gotta go figure out what I'm gonna do with myself this afternoon, because the wife went with a friend to go see a production of Mean Girls. A live production. Probably pretty good, but you know, I've seen the movie. It's not really my thing. Hamilton was absolutely amazing when I went to see that. I don't know, it must have been about a month or so ago now, maybe a little more. That production was awesome. Highly recommend. Story of the American Revolution from a fresh perspective. And just the talent down there on that stage was just, it was breathtaking. Honestly. Just notice time is not advancing when you skin animals. Interesting. Oh, it is actually advancing just slowly. I've leveled up. I've also set, I think I might have made some changes to Hunterborn. Skinning does take time. Field dressing, this stuff all does take time. But I have leveled up enough that it's not taking as much time. I am running at a slower time scale, a time scale of 8. So the days actually last longer. It's not as quick. Ooh, what's over there? I just want to see. I just want to see what it is. But yeah, I think I've just leveled up the field dressing stuff enough. But yeah, it was actually taking... Oh, this is Wolf Skull Cave. Okay. It was taking a lot longer earlier in the stream. Yep, I like the days to last. I don't like the days to go by quickly in game. And the reason for that is whether I'm playing, you know, like a vampire type character or an assassin type character or a character who prefers the sunlight, I like to have more time during the day-night cycle to do what I need to do for that day. And I feel like I just don't have enough time, whether my character is diurnal or nocturnal, to do that with a vanilla timescale. Timescale of 12 is good too. It helps me. It's a little more immersive for me. It helps connect me a little bit more to the game world if you know the day and night cycles aren't flying by. Let's see. Jefferson uses a timescale of 12. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. I think vanilla is somewhere around 20, isn't it? Yeah, I tend to try to take it down as far as possible without causing bugs. If you take it down too low, I think anything below like 6, you're gonna start having problems with like the AI and certain things going on in cities and stuff like that. I used to run at 6 for a while too, but I think it's iNeed actually that allows you to set the timescale now. And ouch. Armor is holding up. That's good. And the lowest that it offers is 8, and that's just fine for me. No problems whatsoever. I don't have any diseases, do I? Just a little thirsty. Vanilla is 20, yeah. Thought so. Now, the drawback to... Yeah, see, it is getting later now. 4:37. It'll probably be pretty dark by the time I'm done with this guy now. Small animal bone, that's what we were looking for. How's our encumbrance? Still doing well. Any lower in the world starts to feel small, I guess. You can get from one whole... Yes, exactly. That's what I was going to say. The drawback is the sense of scale. And exactly what you said. If it takes you less than an afternoon to go from Solitude to Riften, then the world is going to feel very small. I tend not to do that. If I am going from Solitude to Riften, I am likely, in one day anyway, I'm going to likely just take a carriage. But normally when I play, I tend to spend multiple days in a single area. I tend not to run around too much, you know? And I also make heavy use of the wait functionality here. Because in-game, it takes all of a single second or less to eat an entire meal. So I'll oftentimes accompany meal times with a wait, or I'll get back to an inn or my home at around 5 or 6 o'clock, and I end up waiting like 3 or 4 hours before bed. Which feels right to me. I'm not gonna spend the time to field dress that guy now. I'm losing daylight really fast. It's looking pretty good out here too. Sunset time is great. Oh, I've been going the wrong way this whole time. Oh my gosh. I feel like the wind is laughing somewhere right now. Head for Helgen.
See the world, but it's true in my case.
Uh-oh, we're about to have a skirmish.
I bargain on seeing more than I liked.
Wow. I just torture myself and walk all over the map. There's actually a lot you miss out on if you fast travel, especially in terms of roleplay. There are a lot of random encounters that are actually pretty cool that might give you like roleplay fodder and like motivation to go do something or go check something out. And you don't get that if you fast travel all over the place.
This doesn't concern you, friend.
Okay. Indeed, indeed. Wind was laughing. Great minds indeed. Yes, yes. So yeah, if I am going to make a on-foot trek from Solitude to Riften or something like that, I do make frequent stops along the way. I'll spend the night at places like Dragon Bridge or Rorikstead, and try to, you know, maybe do some errands there, sell some stuff off, get some rumors at the inn, things like that, you know. That lengthens the time that it takes to get from one place to the other, and also kind of makes the world feel a little bigger, I think. So yeah, I do make liberal use of inns, taking pit stops, and using the wait functionality with this extended time scale. All right, let's look at this. This is what I missed right here. This is very easy to miss. Oh, Strudel's on the case. Found an answer. Very good. Well, looking forward to seeing you on the Discord anyway there, Astian. I do not have Frostfall. I don't like Frostfall. To me, Campfire is great. Frostfall is just a little overly restrictive. You end up fighting the weather more than playing the game, and I like Skyrim. I like playing Skyrim. I like playing Skyrim more than I like playing Weather Simulator 2011, you know? A lot of people swear by Frostfall. It does, indeed, it's immersive for sure. It will connect you to the game world.
All right, hand over your valuables, or I will gut you like a fish.
Thieves tend to be strong. We can try to talk our way out of it, I suppose.
Nice try, but you do not scare me. I am not going to ask again.
Fine, take it. Leave me alone.
What a coward. Didn't even put up a proper fight.
He's gonna go get slaughtered by guards now. Permadeath roleplay, all played parts in that decision there. I might have been able to take him, maybe not. It didn't look like at level 1 his gear. Usually what makes the thieves in this game dangerous is their gear. God, he took all of my gold. I had like 1,800 gold, and he left me with 150. That's ridiculous. Yeah. What makes thieves so powerful in random encounters is that their gear is so high level for, you know, the level that you're at. But just couldn't chance it. Just couldn't chance it. Maybe if I had a follower, like a companion or something, we could have taken them on together, but not alone. Not feeling out of his element like this. Not the thief had the drop on him. As a scout, if he had the drop on the thief, maybe he would have been able to take him on. But yeah, that's my own special brand of trying to combine roleplay with the meta analysis of permadeath at legendary difficulty. So there you go. A little more diversity in gameplay there, I suppose, than than what you're used to seeing from most people. I would be willing to wager that upwards of 95% of people have never ever conceded to that thief. Ever. And fought him every single time, because you're playing a video game. Video games are often power trips. And who in their right power trip fantasy would give up all their gold to a thief to avoid a fight?
For the glory of the Empire.
Okay, what are we fighting?
Sky dog.
Oh, a Stormcloak raid, huh? Well, that is not my fight. In fact, that's not even hostile. But he will definitely be around to pick up the spoils of war, I think. That's for sure. Okay, but I can do that off stream. All right, I think I'm going to call the stream here, guys. It is just past 2 o'clock. We survived day 1 of Razel's Redguard Scout Permadeath run. We had to say goodbye to Bratwurst the Brown Hand, unfortunately. He was one of my favorites, right up there with Karin J, the Argonian Bard. Had a lot of fun with him. He was one of the good ones, I think, even though he wasn't. He was kind of a terrible person. But, you know, he did a lot of good for a lot of people, and he put a lot of shit-eating grins on some people's faces. Master Player 900, hello. Sorry, we're just wrapping up the stream just now. I do this every Saturday, though. So maybe leave a subscription. We'll see you next time if you're free next Saturday. I start, let's see, 11 a.m. my time, which would have been 3 hours ago. I'll let you do the conversion on your own, but we usually have a good time. Oh my gosh, the Stormcloaks won. All right, let's stay out of their way here. Yep, do legendary difficulty permadeath streams with random character starts every Saturday. So I do hope we see you next time. Poor Brat, indeed, he will be missed. He will be missed. Thanks, Karn, a lot of fun, glad I could be here. I'm glad you could be here too, The Wind. You actually caught most of it this time. That was awesome having you here, as always. And Mr. Leandro, thanks for joining. And Astian, it was good meeting you. I hope to see you on the Discord and in future streams. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. If you are tuning in, just randomly hitting this channel because the algorithm suggested it to you, which the algorithm, you know, is a harsh mistress at times, but if it did send you here, do check out the description for links to more Skyrim content below. We have some people in the audience right now, The Wind, namely, and Magus, who stream live on Twitch. The Wind goes Sunday and Wednesday, I think. So maybe we shall see each other again on her channel tomorrow. And Magus does pop-up streams pretty much all week long. So leave them a follow. Maybe we'll see each other in one of their streams there. If you're into fanfic, it's hard to do better than 57 Strudel's epic that she has been writing for years and years and years. And it's just awesome stuff set in the Elder Scrolls universe, Skyrim in particular. So go check that out if you are a reader. And then the Laughing Simon was on here earlier. He has just gotten through some IRL stuff and is starting to stream again on his Twitch channel. But he also has some amazing VR content on his YouTube channel that is just hilarious. It's a laugh a second, if you can stomach the VR footage, of course. But he does do a lot to actually mitigate motion sickness and stuff in his footage. So, yeah. Go ahead and check all those people out. A lot of talent here. Okay, and that does it for me. Everybody enjoy the rest of your weekend, okay? And I'll see you around. Take care, guys. Bye.